Alright, we are back again with yet another ChatGPT tier list. You guys seem to be enjoying these types of videos quite a lot. Today we got a tier list challenge weapons only theme. Go rank all killers based only on how cool, creative, or terrifying the primary weapon is, not their powers, perks, or gameplay effectiveness. Rules: ignore gameplay balance, focus purely on aesthetics, design, lore, and creativity of the killer's basic weapon. Alright, so first things first, we got Trapper. Trapper's weapon is a cleaver. I mean, it's nothing really too fancy, it's just kind of boring. So F tier is where this guy is going to go. Moving on, we got Wraith. Now Wraith's weapon is a little bit better than Trapper's here. It has a little bit more aesthetic to it, but nothing too fancy. So I guess C tier is where he is going to go. Moving on, we got Billy. Now Billy's weapon is basically a hammer, so nothing too crazy there, similar to Wraith here. I guess C tier as well is where this guy is going to go. Moving on, we got Nurse. Now Nurse's weapon is the bone saw. I mean, it looks a little bit better than Wraith or Billy's, or definitely Trapper's here, so not too bad I guess. However, it's not the best, so I guess B tier is where she is going to go. Next up, we got Myers. I mean, Myers' weapon is just a knife, so it's nothing really too fancy there. So sorry Myers, but F tier is where you are going to go. Moving on, we got Hag. Now Hag's weapon is just her claws, so nothing really too fancy there in my opinion. It's just her using her hand. That's about it. So I guess B tier next to Nurse is where she is going to go. Next up, we got the Doctor. The Doctor's weapon is like a stick that has electricity on it. Although it's just a stick, it does have some cool electricity like effects on it, so I guess props to the devs for that. So I guess A tier is where he is going to go. Moving on, we got Huntress. The Huntress weapon is basically just axes. Nothing really too fancy there. However, it's not too bad. I think it definitely is way better than like a Wraith or like even Nurse's one there as well. So I guess that's a little bit creative, so A tier is where she is going to go. Moving on, we got Booba. I mean, Booba as well is just similar to Billy here. He just has a hammer, so nothing really too fancy there. So I guess C tier as well is where he is going to go. Moving on, we got Freddy. Now Freddy just uses his claws type thing. He uses like this claw glove, something like that. It's alright, it's quite creative. So I guess A tier is where he is going to go. Moving on, we got the Pig. Now Pig again just uses a knife. Nothing really too fancy there in my opinion, so F tier is where she is going to go. Moving on, we got Clown. Similar to Pig here, he's using a knife as well, so again nothing really too fancy. His knife is a little bit more designed other than Pig's, but it's still a knife at the end of the day, so F tier as well is where he is going to go. Moving on, we got Spirit. Now Spirit's main weapon is the katana that comes out of her hand. I honestly quite like it. I feel like it's quite unique for her, so S tier is where she is going to go. Moving on, we got the Legion. I mean, again, similar to Pig and Clown here, the Legion is just using a knife, so it's nothing really too insane. F tier is where he is going to go. Next up, we got the Plague. Now the Plague's weapon is like the profane sensor or something like that. It's honestly actually very cool. It's very unique for her, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put her straight up there in S tier. Next up, we got Ghostface. Similar to Legion and Clown and even Pig here, this guy just uses a knife. Nothing too fancy, so F tier is where you're going to go. Moving on, we got Demo. Now Demo just uses his claws here, similar to Hag, but I feel like it's a lot better. His claws are a lot more like effective here in my opinion. They look a lot cooler, so I am actually going to put this guy straight up there in S tier. Moving on, we got Oni. Oni is similar to Spirit here. He does use a katana, but he just holds it like, so not as Spirit where like a katana comes out of her hand, so a little bit on the letdown side there, but it's still pretty cool. I guess A tier is where this guy is going to go. Moving on, we got Deathslinger. Deathslinger actually uses like a rail gun as his actually weapon, so that I guess is very cool. It's actually very unique. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this guy straight out there in S tier. Moving on, we got Pyramid. A pyramid just use a massive big sword or knife, I guess, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of just a Ghostface's knife, but way bigger. That's basically it. However, it's not bad. It does look pretty cool at the end of the day. So I guess I'll be a little bit more fair to him. B tier is where he is going to go. Next up, we got Bleed. Now, Bleed's weapon is like the Bone Buster. It's not really that unique. It's kind of just like a stick, in my opinion, so it's nothing really too fancy. However, it's not worthy of F tier. I feel like it has to be a little too harsh. So I guess C tier is where he is going to go. Next up, we got the twins, and the twins weapon is like the Blade of Marcel or something like that. I think that's how you call it. All around, it's okay. I guess it's nothing too fancy. So I guess B tier as well. She is going to go. Moving on, we got the Trickster. Now, Trickster's weapon looks a little bit cooler here than some of the other killers. It looks quite unique. It has a lot of colors to it as well, so it's not too bad. It's definitely not worthy of S tier though. Maybe not even A tier, so I guess B tier is the next best thing. Moving on, we got Nemesis. Now, Nemesis mainly just uses his hands as like a weapon, or like even his tentacle if you're counting that. All around, nothing too crazy here. However, it does fit the character quite well. So I guess B tier as well is where he is going to go. Moving on, we got Pinhead. Now, Pinhead does use chains to actually hit survivors there. That's pretty unique. He's the only one that actually does that, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess S tier is where he is going to go. Moving on, we got the Artist. Now, the Artist does also use her hands, but her hands are like way differently. It's like crow hands type thing. Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty unique in my opinion. So I guess S tier is where she is going to go. Moving on, we got the Onryo. Now, she also uses her hands to hit survivors. However, she does have like a very cool effect that fits her beautifully well. I honestly think that she has one of the best attacks in the game, like the best looking ones, that is. So I am actually going to put her straight up there as well in S tier. Next up, we got the Dress. Now, the Dress weapon, I think it's like the Knotted Attendage or something like that. I think that's how you call it. All around, it's not too bad. Looks kind of similar to the Twins one here, just a little bit bigger. So I guess it's not too bad. I'm gonna put this guy in A tier. Moving on, we got the Wesker. Now, Wesker just uses a knife. Nothing too fancy here, similar to Ghostface and Legion here. So F tier is where he is going to go. Sorry, Wesker. Moving on, we got the Knight. Now, the Knight actually uses a sword as his actual weapon. All around, not too bad. Actually, it's quite unique. It does fit the character pretty well. So, I guess S tier is where he is going to go. Moving on, we got the Skull Merchant. All around, not too bad. She kind of uses like two blades mashed into her hand. It's alright, I guess. I'm not counting in her drones. So, I guess A tier is where she is going to go. Next up, we got Singularity. Now, Singularity's weapon is actually very similar to the Dredge here. All around, it's not bad, I guess, but it's not that good. I feel like Dredge's one is a lot better as well. So I guess B tier is where he is going to go. Moving on, we got Xenomorph. Nice. Next up, we got Chucky. Chucky, again, he just uses a knife, so there's nothing really too fancy about his weapon. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this guy straight up there in F tier. Next up, we got the Unknown. Now, his weapon is kind of like an axe as well, but it's not like hunters or anything like that. It's just a small little axe. It's okay, I guess, but it's nothing too fancy. So, I guess I'll put this guy in C tier. Moving on, we got Vecna. Vecna, again, just uses a knife. However, his knife is floating in his hand, so at least it's a lot better than some of the other killers that are in F tier. So, I guess I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'll put him in C tier. Moving on, we got Dracula. Now, Dracula, if you're using him itself, you're just gonna be using his claws as his main like power. If you're using him in bat form, well, he doesn't really have anything. If you're using him in wolf form though, he does have his like teeth or something like that, you can call it. Now, I guess that's pretty unique, I guess, for the wolf side of things. So A tier is where he is going to go. Moving on, we got the Houndmaster. I mean, Houndmaster's weapon is just kind of a stick with a skull on it. Nothing really too fancy there, so it's alright. I guess it's unique in a way. but nothing too crazy. So B tier is where she's going to go. Last but not least, we got the man himself, Ken Kaneki. This guy just uses his Kagune to hit survivors, which is pretty obvious now if you watch Tokyo Ghoul. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this guy straight up there in S tier. But anyways, this has been my ChatGPT weapons tier list challenge. Some of you are gonna agree with my choices, some of you are gonna disagree. That's how a tier list usually goes. Everyone has their own opinion, which is perfectly fine. But anyways, with all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a good night, guys.